Hello students, in this session I will continue the chapter gravitation. In that we are taken by the concept is called as escape speed or escape velocity is the important concept. The minimum velocity with which the object is thrown upwards in order to just escape from the gravitational pull is called as an escape velocity. Is it clear? The minimum, or it is defined as the minimum speed with which the body must be thrown upwards in order to the body must be thrown upwards in order to that it may just escape from the gravitational pull is called as an escape velocity or an escape speed. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ಥ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆದದ್ದು, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ವಿತ್ ವಿಚ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಥ್ರೋನ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್. ಓಡಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫುಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Therefore now we have studied about the concept of the derivation part of this. The total work done in moving a body from the surface of the earth x is equal to r be the radius to x is equal to infinity. Now we are deriving the relation for the expression for escape velocity or the escape speed. Therefore we are done by the first term is called as work done is equal to gm into m divided by r. Here we are done by in terms of magnitude. In the last class itself we have derived this equation. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ತನಕ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಪುನಃ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ಟೋಟಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಜಿ ಇಂಟು ಎಂ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್. ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಡ್. ಈ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, object that can be shifted or the object can be displaced from infinity to that point in the gravitational field is considered as a work done. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಏನು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Just go through this. Therefore work done is considered as also considered as gravitational potential energy. The same relation is considered as U is equal to minus gm into m divided by r ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. But here we are taken by magnitude. Now the kinetic energy of the body used to do this work. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ kinetic energy of the body is used to do this work. Therefore VE be the escape speed. ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ. ನಾವು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. therefore half mv square the kinetic energy of the body because of the velocity which is having the energy, that energy is called as a kinetic energy. Therefore half mv square is equal to gmm divided by r. Since because of ನಾವು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ದ kinetic energy of the body used to do this work. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್, ಈ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. therefore half mv square is equal to g into m divided by r. therefore the term mm gets cancelled out. therefore half v square is equal to gm divided by r square. therefore v is equal to, ಇದರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್, v square is equal to 2gm divided by r. therefore what is v is equal to root of 2gm divided by r, where g is the gravitational constant, m be the mass of the earth, r be the radius of the earth. Is the expression for escape velocity or the escape speed. Now using the relation, ಇದೇ equation ಅನ್ನು just modify ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. using the relation g is equal to gm by r square. what is this equation is called as acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. g is equal to gm divided by r square. what is gm is equal to? gm is equal to small g into r square. now that term I substituted here. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. therefore we get v is equal to 2 into, in the place of gm we are having the relation gr square divided by r. therefore the r square gets cancelled. therefore the one more relation for the escape speed, that will be v is equal to root of 2gr. v is equal to root of 2gr, where r be the radius of the earth and r is considered as 6400 kilometer. The radius of the earth is constant, that is given by 6400 kilometer, and acceleration due to gravity is considered as 9.8. by substituting all these values here we get the escape velocity speed will be, or the escape velocity will be, is it clear? Escape velocity will be VE is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ನ ಅಬೋವ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 11.2 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ನ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Now it may or it passes through the speed or it may passes through the speed is called as, or the velocity is called as an escape velocity. Hope it clear? Important question for the board exam as well as this relation is important for the competitive. Escape velocity V is equal to root of 2gr and its value is constant 11.2 kilometer per second. Now we will see the next concept, that is Earth satellite. A satellite is nothing but is a body which continuously revolving around the planet. Suppose if we consider the natural satellite is considered as a moon that revolves around the earth, therefore the earth, moon is considered as a natural satellite which can revolves around, continuously revolving around the earth with the time period of 27.3 days. Therefore the time period of revolution of the moon around the earth is given by 27.3 days. Which means that suppose if we consider the any artificial satellites or natural satellites which are revolves around the earth or which are revolves around the planet, means it is having the centripetal force, and that centripetal force is provided by the necessary gravitational force of attraction between a planet to the any satellites. Is it clear? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ದೇವೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೆಟಲೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಬಾಡಿ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ರಿವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್. Moon is a natural satellite that revolves around the earth with a time period of 27.3 days, which means that if you consider the any artificial satellites or natural satellites that revolves around the any planet, means it is having the centripetal force, and that centripetal force is provided by the necessary gravitational force of attraction between the planet to the satellites. Is it clear? Now the first artificial satellites was invented by the country name is called as Russia in 1957. That name is called as Sputnik first. Is it clear? And the first artificial satellite launched by India is Aryabhata in the year of 1975. Therefore, this is the basic concept about the Earth satellite. You have to go through the other books for this concept. Now I will move to the next concept, is called as an orbital speed. That is also called as an orbital velocity. Now the speed with which a celestial body or the any other body which revolves in a given orbit is called as an orbital speed. What is orbital speed or the orbital velocity? The speed with which a certain body or a certain celestial object that revolves in a given orbit is called as an orbital speed. Suppose if we consider the moon that revolves around the earth, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that moon that revolves around the earth in orbital speed. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಪಾತನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಗೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅರ್ಥನ ಸುತ್ತ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಅಗೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, that is expressed by centripetal force equation mv0 square divided by r, that is provided by centripetal force, that is provided by gravitational force of attraction between the objects. Therefore mv0 square r divided by r is equal to g into m divided by r square. In that v0 square is considered as orbital speed. v0 square is considered as an orbital speed. Therefore v0 is equal to what? The term mm gets cancels ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ v0 square is equal to gm divided by r square. The term r square gets cancelled. Therefore v0 is equal to root gm divided by r is the equation. This is the expression for 3 mark question ಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. just ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೆದರೆ ಸಾಕು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. next to the sentence, the centripetal force is provided by the gravitational force of attraction between the any two objects. That is mv0 square is divided by r is equal to gm into m divided by r square. Therefore the term mm gets cancelled out. Therefore v0 is equal to root gm divided by r square is the expression for orbital speed. In that we are having the certain condition. The first condition, if h is the height of the satellite from the surface of the earth, if h is the height of the satellite from the surface of the earth, then r is equal to r plus h. The total distance ಇದನ್ನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ as a radius. ನೀವು ಅಬೌವ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ as h ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ what is the total distance? small r is equal to sum of these two distance, that is expressed by r plus h. Therefore the same equation is replaced by v naught is equal to root of gm is as usual. In the place of small r, what do you write? R plus h. Hope you clear? The next term, for a satellite close to the earth, h is less than r, so that r plus h is equal to r is the condition. If for a satellite is close to the earth, h is less than r, which is the distance from the surface of the earth to the artificial satellite, which is less than the radius of the earth. By that time we are taken by r plus h is considered as r itself. Therefore equation v naught is equal to root of gm divided by r, capital R. Now g is equal to small is equal to gm divided by r square. What is gm is equal to? By cross multiplying the function gr square. Now we have to substitute this value of gm in this equation. ಈ ಜಿ ಎಂ ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ವಿ ನಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಿ ಇಂಟು ಆರ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ವೇರ್ ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ದ acceleration due to gravity, r be the radius of the earth, v naught be the orbital speed or the orbital velocity. Very important thing, orbital velocity does not depend upon the mass of the satellite. It depends upon the parameter is called as, one is called as a height, the one more term is called as a time period of revolution. That depend upon the one more term is called as a time period of revolution. Now we will see the expression for time period of revolutions of the satellites. If t is the time period of revolution of the satellite, the expression t is equal to 2 pi r divided by v naught. Time is equal to distance traveled by velocity. Velocity is nothing but orbital velocity. That is the reason why the time period that depends upon the parameter is called as a velocity. Therefore that is equal to 2 pi r is as usual. In the place of v naught we are having the expression. What is v naught is equal to? V naught is equal to root gm divided by r. Therefore the term divided by root gm divided by r. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ t is equal to 2 pi r divided by v naught will be root gm divided by r ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರುವಾಗ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್. therefore root of r divided by gm ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಈಗ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು. therefore that is equal to 2 pi as usual. The term r that is multiplied inside the square root, therefore that will become r square ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ r ಅನ್ನ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಂದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆಯುವಾಗ ಅದು ಆರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆಯುವಾಗ ರೂಟ್ ಆರ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. therefore ಆರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಟು ಆರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ equation will be r cube divided by gm. In the next step t is equal to 2 pi. ಇದರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಯಾವ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಸಹ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. t is equal to 2 pi. r is replaced as, if h is the height of the artificial satellites above the surface of the earth, therefore r is replaced as r plus h. Therefore small r ನ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ r plus h ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ r plus h whole cube is the relation divided by gm. Therefore that is equal to 2 pi r plus h whole cube is as usual ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. The term gm is replaced by, since small g is equal to capital G into m divided by r square. What is gm is equal to? By replacing the term, gm is equal to g into r square is the expression. ಈ gm ಅನ್ನು gr square ಇಂದ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. therefore this all the expression is important for the competitive purpose. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ is useful in the competitive purpose. ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. therefore the time period of revolution of the artificial satellite that depends upon the orbital velocity, but that term is called as an inversely proportional. And orbital velocity, by substituting here that values, 2 pi is the circumference, distance traveled ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದದ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 2 pi ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದು ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ r divided by gm ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. Any equation is important for the competitive. Hope you clear this concept. What about this concept is called as orbital speed. The speed in which the orbit or the speed in which the celestial body or any body that revolves in a given orbit is called as orbital speed or orbital velocity. The expression as well as the condition and then time period equation. All the relation is important for the competitive purpose. Now we will see the continuation of the concept. Energy of an orbiting satellite. let V naught is equal to orbital speed of the artificial satellite or the satellite. V naught is equal to root of gm divided by r plus h, where h is the distance of the satellite from the center of the earth. R plus h is the distance from the satellite to the center of the earth. Therefore, V naught is considered as orbital speed of the satellite. Therefore, V naught is equal to root of g divided by m, g into m divided by r plus h is the equation. By using that, we are calculating the kinetic energy relation. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square is the general expression. In that, half m is as usual. In the place of v square, what we would write? In the place of v square, we have to write v naught square. We have to write v naught square. Therefore, what is v naught is equal to? V naught is equal to root of gm divided by r plus h. Alva? Therefore, half m into gm divided by r plus h is equal to, by simplifying this term, g into m divided by 2 into r plus h. ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿಯುವಂತ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಜಿ ಎಂ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಎಚ್, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸರಿಯಾ? ದೆನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ gravitational potential energy. General equation E is equal to minus g into m divided by r. But here we are deriving the concept for in terms of satellites from the center of the earth. Therefore, the distance is taken from satellite to the center of the earth. Therefore, the distance is expressed by r plus h. Therefore, the potential energy U is equal to minus g into m divided by r plus h. Therefore, the total energy is equal to sum of kinetic plus potential. What is the kinetic energy is equal to g into m divided by 2 into r plus h. Equation plus, but potential energy is negative. Therefore, minus g into m divided by r plus h is the expression for potential energy. By simplifying, 2 into r plus h is taken as a common. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ g into m ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus 2 into g into m. Therefore, the total energy in terms of negative. Therefore, total energy is equal to minus g into m divided by 2 into r plus h. This concept is useful for the competitive. Is it clear? Energy of an orbiting satellite. First, we are done the relation for orbital speed or the velocity. Next, we are done the relation for kinetic energy, potential energy, sum of the potential plus kinetic energy. That is nothing but total energy of the orbital or total energy of an orbiting satellite. The next two concepts. One is called as a geostationary satellite. The second one is known to be a polar satellite. In that geostationary satellite, this question is important for the board. A satellite in a circular orbit around the earth in the equatorial plane. This is the definition for geostationary satellite, and uses is important for the board exam. Therefore, the definition, geostationary satellite is nothing but a satellite in a circular orbit around the earth in the equatorial plane. Around the earth in the equatorial plane, which appears to be stationary to an observer on the earth, is called as a geostationary. The word itself gives the meaning stationary, which means at rest. Therefore, this is the definition for geostationary satellite. For that, the example, television as well as the communication and weather satellites are used for the geostationary satellites. Uses is also important for the board exam. Then polar satellite. What are polar satellites? These satellites are low altitude satellites. These satellites are low altitude satellite which circle the earth in a north-south orbit. Which circle the earth in the north-south orbit, passing over the north-south poles. Therefore, this is the definition for polar satellite. Then uses, this type of satellites are used in remote sensing, take the picture of cloud, that is environmental studies. This type of satellites are used in environmental studies. Is it clear? This is the general concept. These two concepts are the general concept that is important for the board exam. By this concept itself, the chapter gravitation is finished. Yes, thank you.